Are you making it a little bit more difficult than it needs to be? Are you thinking in complex terms about the future or the past, trying to rearrange it, control it, change it, hope it's different than it is, wish for it? If you are, you're just incorporating some context into your experience of this reality. But it's really not necessary. You can simplify, you can enjoy more, stress less, have more fun, engage more, lean in, think of things from the higher perspective, understand yourself more and others, dig within to a deeper connection to your inner self, your guides, and your supporters. Think about things in a brand new way. Think about what you could do, what you can do, what you will do, rather than what you can't do, what you shouldn't do, what you must not do, and what you won't do. You see, this life was designed perfectly for you to have all the experiences that you intended to have, and you will have those experiences. How you see all the experiences as the human living this life is up to you. And you can do it any way you want. But you've come here, you've listened to us for a while, you're seeking something more, you're emotionally sensitive, and you want to feel better. And to do that, we would say simplify, make it easier on yourself. And to do that, you must understand who you truly are. You must understand where you came from, why you're here, what your journey is really about, and understand how this physical reality works. You see, if you are thinking of yourself in limited terms, you're going to feel fear because you're going to perceive yourself as separate. And as that illusion of separation permeates your life, your reality, it comes with it all the fears associated with separation, which are all fears. To move through that is to see this reality for what it truly is. It's truly connection, oneness, oneness with your fellow man, your entire reality, those you love, those who pop up into your existence, and to your non-physical guide supporters, the inner self, source itself, everyone cheering you on and wishing you well. There is a huge resource in the non-physical, wanting to reach you, wanting to inspire you, wanting you to know that everything is going to work out perfectly for you. It always has, it always will. That's just the nature of this reality. Of course, it doesn't seem like that all the time. It seems like there are struggles and difficulties and things you have to get done and you have to be responsible. But this is really not true. It's simply the context that you've decided to live within. You can change that context anytime you like. It is all designed and created by you based on how you see yourself and your reality. As you shift your perspective of yourself, as you realize things are good now in this moment, you have everything you need to do whatever you need to do. And if you don't have it, you don't need it right now. But when the time comes that you require anything, it will be provided to you. Financial, time, inspiration, ideas, friends, other people to assist you, it always comes. You see, you are a limitless being, and all of your limitations are self-imposed through a belief system that is just not accurate. All of your limiting beliefs are false. You know how to prove them false. You can find evidence in your life to prove those false. But will you prove those false, or will you fight for your limitation? Anytime you feel negative emotion, anytime you think anything is wrong or bad, anytime you want things to be different than they are, you're fighting for your own limitations, because there are answers and solutions to every problem, but they will not exist in a place of lack, doubt, worry, or any negative emotion. The negative emotion you're feeling is simply guidance designed to allow you to see that you are perceiving your reality inaccurately at this moment. That's all that is. It's not actually negative emotion. You've just associated those times in your life that you were choosing to see reality inaccurately and received an emotion. You said that's a negative emotion. It doesn't feel good. Well, of course it doesn't feel good, simply because you are choosing limitation. There's no need for limitation. And your limitations can be eased, softened. You can receive inspiration, and you can always act on some form of that inspiration in the moment. Maybe not the completion of the idea that comes to you, but there's always something you can do, some action you can take. And when you take those actions, those little steps, step by step by step, imagining the best that possibly happen, you'll be led into experiences that have information and provide more context, more higher elevated context. This brings clarity and confidence. Everything you truly want, everything you truly want is on the other side of those little fears that pop up when you're inspired. That little tiny fear that pops up that tells you you cannot do something, you shouldn't do something, or you won't do something. It's just fear. And that fear is the limitation that we're talking about. To live the big, bold life that you intended to live in joy is to push past those little fears. We promise you, those little fears are nothing compared to the power that you possess. When you return to the non-physical, you'll laugh at those little fears. You'll think how silly it was that I abided by these set of conditions, this context, these beliefs that were never true. I could have always been, done, and had anything I wanted in this reality. But it was those little tiny fears, some of which I did not even perceive they were fears in the first place. Those little fears that were a byproduct of a belief system that was simply not true was all that stood in your way of living the unimaginable life that you want to live now. Well, you are here now. You are on the leading edge of thought, whether you're on this call now or listening at a later date. You have the power to push past these little limitations. They are so insignificant. And the only thing you ever have to do, take some action. Take some little action in the moment. And we promise you, this will lead you like a staircase to higher, lighter, easier, faster, freer densities. As you ascend that staircase, you have more connection to your inner self. Your empathic abilities start to come online. Everything starts to unfold so elegantly and effortlessly. Sure, it's the unknown. Sure, it's a part of you that you may not recognize at first, but you will grow into this. If you take with you this one thought that you are the creator of your reality, and every single thing that happens in your reality is designed for your absolute benefit. Sometimes it's a beautiful moment that you could not imagine coming. Sometimes it's a manifestation event to show you a limitation. But each and every event and experience in your life is there to guide you towards the unimaginable life that you truly want to live. So there is nothing truly in your way. There is nothing you cannot do. There is nothing you shouldn't do. It is all perfect. When you take an action, when you make a decision, when you make a choice, it's always perfect. Once you've made it, never look back, never regret it. Lean into it. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe it'll move you to the next experience. You do not know. If you knew this would not be fun, there would be no context. You came for the incredible context that exists at this time and at this place, and you are all prepared for it. And with that, we'd like to talk to you about anything you'd like to talk about. Who'd like to start?